The Royal Reckoning, Sunak and the Sussex Showdown. The House of Commons resounded with the powerful voice of Prime Minister Rishi Sunak as he delivered a fierce denunciation of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. These two grifters have taken advantage of the British public for far too long, he declared, eyes blazing with righteous anger. It is time to put an end to their shameless exploitation of their royal titles for personal gain. But before we continue, please subscribe and turn on the notification bell for updates. The atmosphere in the chamber was electric as Sunak's words reverberated, instantly capturing the nation's attention. The public, long divided over the Sussexes' controversial exit from the royal family, now found themselves captivated by this unexpected confrontation between the Prime Minister and the estranged royals. This was not mere political grandstanding. Sunak's tirade was the culmination of a brewing storm that had been gathering force ever since Harry and Meghan's shocking departure from the firm in 2020. The Prime Minister's outburst signaled a shift in power dynamics, a bold move that would send shockwaves through the very heart of the British monarchy. The roots of discontent, the rift between the Sussexes and the rest of the royal family had been widening for years, fueled by personal and political tensions. Harry and Meghan's decision to step back from their royal duties and relocate to the United States was met with a mix of sympathy and resentment from the British public. While some championed their quest for privacy and independence, others accused them of betraying their duty and abandoning the country they had once sworn to serve. Subsequent revelations of alleged racism within the palace walls and Meghan's struggles with mental health only served to further polarize public opinion. The tipping point came when the Sussexes began to leverage their royal titles for commercial and philanthropic ventures, prompting a growing chorus of calls for them to be stripped of their royal status. Sensing the mounting public frustration, Sunak and his government decided it was time to take action. The Prime Minister's Gambit. In his scathing rebuke, Sunak accused the Sussexes of exploiting their royal status for personal gain, citing their lucrative media deals and high-profile activism as evidence of their shameless grifting. He argued that their continued use of their titles was an affront to the monarchy and a betrayal of the trust placed in them by the British people. These two have turned their backs on their duties and responsibilities, and now they seek to profit from the very institution they abandoned, Sunak thundered. Well, I say enough is enough. It is time we reclaim the integrity of the crown and put an end to this charade. The Prime Minister's words were met with cheers from the conservative benches and a smattering of jeers from the opposition. But Sunak's gambit was not without its risks. By directly confronting the Sussexes, he was wading into a political and social minefield, one that could have far-reaching consequences for the monarchy and the country as a whole. The Sussex response. The Sussexes, who had been uncharacteristically silent in the face of Sunak's tirade, quickly issued a statement condemning the Prime Minister's baseless attacks and vowing to defend their right to use their royal titles. We are deeply saddened by the Prime Minister's remarks, which are nothing more than a transparent attempt to score political points at our expense, the statement read. Our commitment to public service and our philanthropic work is a matter of record, and we will not be cowed by this shameful display of political opportunism. The statement went on to assert that the Sussexes had fulfilled their obligations to the crown and that their ongoing use of their titles was a reflection of their continued connection to the royal family. They also hinted at the possibility of legal action should the government attempt to strip them of their titles. The battle lines are drawn. The stage was now set for a titanic clash between the Sussexes and the British government, one that would test the very foundations of the monarchy and the delicate balance of power between the crown and the political establishment. As the nation braced itself for the impending showdown, questions swirled about the long-term implications of this royal reckoning. Would the Sussexes be forced to relinquish their titles, or would they emerge victorious, solidifying their place as renegade royals on the global stage? One thing was certain. The ripples of this confrontation would be felt far beyond the walls of Westminster, shaping the future of the British monarchy and its relationship with the people it serves.